Welcome into the Extra Point presented by Corner Pub in Brentwood on 710 Old Hickory Boulevard for Nashville's best meat and 3 craft beers and more. The neighborhood meets at the corner. And Zach, do you think it's officially time for Derrick Henry to be the Titans starting running back? Yesterday, just capping off that game with a 75-yard touchdown run made everybody happy.
I do. I think that the transition needs to begin now. And I think dating back to the start of last season, Mike Mularkey and Terry Robisky, they centered this offense around DeMarco Murray's running style.
Right.
And I think they need to start centering this offense around Derrick Henry's running style. He leads the team in rushing yards, over 600 yards. If he continues this, he could hit the 1,000-yard mark. He can break runs. He's faster than everybody.
Yeah.
He's reliable and durable, something that DeMarco Murray, a little bit later in his career as we see now, not so much. He's been banged up. I think Derrick Henry should have the brunt of the carries. They had 11 carries and 11 carries yesterday. I think it needs to start splitting where Derrick Henry has the majority of the carries and can possibly break more of those 75-yard runs.
Well, yeah, he's got 2 of those big runs this season. He's got 1 for 75, 1 for 72, and DeMarco Murray has that one against the Seahawks for 75 yards as well. So those 3 runs make up a lot of what they have done over the season. I honestly kind of think it should stay at split 50-50. I'm not saying Derrick Henry doesn't need to touch the ball or give it all to DeMarco Murray. I kind of like the 50-50 split here because if you take away, because like you said, they each had 11 carries yesterday in that game against the Texans, take away each of their biggest runs. Derrick Henry had that 1 for 75 yards, huge run. I understand that it counts and it matters a lot, and that was the game-winning touchdown. But DeMarco Murray had a 22-yard run. So 10 carries for Derrick Henry, 31 yards. 10 carries for DeMarco Murray, 44 yards. Look,
But maybe that big run happens early on in the game if Derrick Henry's getting more carries. That's my thing. And what we've seen and what we know about Derrick Henry and his football running style, the more carries you get, that's why they use him to close out games, Austin.
Yeah,
and
I know
if you can punch him in the mouth in the second quarter a lot and in the third quarter a lot, he may have 2 of those long runs instead of 1 of those.
Honestly, yesterday, I know the offense didn't have a great game, so to speak, but yesterday I thought they used the running backs exactly how they're supposed to. You start with DeMarco Murray because you have more versatility with DeMarco Murray, and he had success early in that game. He was ripping off runs of 5, 6, 7, 8. He caught a couple passes out of the backfield. He was pass protecting well. The passing game got going early, and then you close with the big Derrick Henry. When there's 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter and the Titans have a lead at some extent, that's when you pound 22, and it worked yesterday. I thought Sunday's game plan was perfect involving the 2 running backs.
Well, we'll find out what Mularkey and Robisky do as they have 4 games left trying to make that playoff push.
And that's today's Extra Point presented by Corner Pub in Brentwood on A to Z Sports Nashville.com.